Hey everyone, welcome to another series for Vedcraft. In this session, we are going to talk about the most asked question when people reach out to me is how to become a software architect. If I'm a senior developer, I want to grow as a software architect. What do I do, Ankur? What do I need to do? So I just created this video so that people can get benefited out of it, and I can share my experience, my knowledge, and my learning path. So let's get started. So the first thing which I would say it's, in my opinion, the most important one is the knowledge aspect, the broader knowledge aspect. When I say broader knowledge, people might think it's about technology only. I understand technology is one of the most important aspect of being a software architect. You need to understand the knowledge of design patterns like Gang of Four in object-oriented systems. If you're designing that, you need to understand architectural patterns, event-driven microservices, hexagonal architecture, layered architecture, all these different patterns. You need to understand the nuances of these patterns, and then you need to have that holistic, broader knowledge that when you're going as an architect, you don't only need knowledge in one area that I know Java, I know .NET, I know JavaScript. You need to be a holistic, you can say a technologist, where you need to know some DevOps, you need to understand how you manage infrastructure, you need to understand cloud basics, you need to understand SRE, all these different aspects. So the broader knowledge is another area which you need to do. But this is all technology. And when you grow as a software architect, the knowledge is not only related to technology. The second aspect is you have to understand the processes, right? That what is agile, waterfall, and different practices around that. So you need to understand those processes. SAFe, for example, which is one of the popular agile methodology, you need to understand that part. So understanding the process aspect is very important. And the last skill to acquire is the people aspect, that you need to have the knowledge on what are the different leadership skills which are required. So train yourself for that area. So knowledge is your first goal, that you feel that you have all the knowledge. Okay, so what do I do next? Next is the second part. The second part is soft skill. So soft skill, I just noted it down just to make sure that I don't miss a point, right? So soft skill, and it again is a wider area. When you say soft skill, it's not only your communication skill. First of all, soft skill is more about how you also manage stakeholders. Soft skill is also about how you manage your team, whether the team see you as a software architect. So you need to be the role model as a developer once you saw somebody as a role model. So you need to ensure that your team also feels that you are the role model for it. So communication, role model, and managing stakeholders, right? When you grow as a software architect, you have to manage different type of people. It's not only technology people or developers. You have to manage business analysts. You have to manage CXOs. Maybe someday you might have to also talk to security guy, a networking guy, a cloud guy. So you need to acquire that skill where you can converse with these different set of stakeholders. So soft skill is very important in my experience, most important part, because you are the glue which is stitching everybody together and making the project successful as a software architect. So often I've seen that people are very good in technology but not able to manage the soft skill part. So that's the second most important part. The third important part is, again, learning aspect. Learning, when we say learning, it's not only what you have learned so far, it's also about what you can learn in the future. You need to find, and you need to continuously improve yourself, because like I said, that you are a role model for your team. So you need to find that balance, how you can ensure that you have the right knowledge. So suppose I am a Java guy, maybe I have to learn a new language, right? Because being a software architect, it doesn't mean that you're tied to one language. Tomorrow you might have to manage a team which is in .NET, so you might have to learn Python, right? So similarly, if I've always been developing a web application, maybe there's a time for you to learn machine learning. You might have to learn the cloud skill, which is the most important in thinking like a cloud architect. So learning is the third most important aspect, which I see, because you have to continuously learn. One area where I'll suggest, and that's what my personal journey has been, that you can always go to tech conferences that give you a broader spectrum of knowledge, because everybody is sharing different design patterns, case studies, and also going to tech conferences. Being connected to community is another aspect through which you can acquire that knowledge. So knowledge is very important. And I would say that there is no stopping there. You need to continue doing that. So these are the three key factors. I know there are many other things that you can think of, but in my experience, if you do all these three, you are ready for the next level as a software architect. Best of luck.